Part 13. We are going to continue with substitution or replacement. You will find this on page 90 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Let's go through example 25. Find the value of this if a is 2 and b is negative 1. Okay, so although it's one term, it's a complicated one term. Okay, so the first what we do is we still put brackets around the variables, and then we clean the inside, and then we substitute it with the numbers. And now remember, you must start with the inside brackets first. So you first say 3 times 2, that's 6. 2 times negative 1, that's 2. And now you must first simplify this. So 6 minus 2, that's 4. And then 4, and now you must first do this power. So 4 to the power of 2, that's 16. And now you can multiply with the 3, and you get your final answer. Okay. I want you to do, try now 25. I want you to do number A, number D, number F. Number 2, that was 1. Number 2, B, H, M, P, and U. Okay. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, let's start. It's try now 25. And we are going to start with number A. So first rewrite the expression as it stands there. Now remember, put brackets around the variables, and in the next step, remember to write the original brackets a little bit bigger, and then make that new bracket smaller and clean the inside. And now go and just check. What is the value of B? That's 2. What's the value of C? That's 3. Okay, now we're going to start simplifying. So rewrite the 3. We have to first simplify this inside. So there's just a 2. Negative 2 times 3, that's negative 6. And there's my square. And again, rewrite. First simplify this. 2 minus 4, if the signs are different, I subtract and I take the sign in front of the big movement. So that's negative 4. And now remember, you must first do the power. So just rewrite the 3. Negative 4 times negative 4, that's 16. And now finally, you're going to multiply this and you're going to get 48. And that's how you do it. Okay. I'm going to clean again to make space. Let's go to the next one. That will be number D. Number 1D. So if it's 3AB plus C and it's D plus 2. Again, put brackets around the variables. And now rewrite everything and just put that brackets. Make it bigger, smaller, plus 2, close the bracket. Okay, now we're going to do, in the place of A, we're going to put 1, place of B, 2, place of C, 3, and place of D, 0. Okay, now let's start. Now, because there's no powers, and remember, there's 2 terms. So I'm going to get one single number for this term and one single number for this term, and then I will arrow subtract. Okay, so 3 times 1 times 2, that will be 6. Okay, and now let's just simplify. Keep that 3 first. 0 plus 2, that's 2. And now we can go and say 6 plus 3 times 2, that's another 6. And that will give me an answer of 12. Okay. And let's make again space for the next one. That will be number F, number 1F. Okay, let's rewrite the algebraic expression. It's an expression because there's no equal sign. Okay, so put brackets around the variables. So big bracket, 3, small bracket, close the big bracket, 7, small bracket, plus small bracket, that. So in the place of A, I put 1. In the place of B, 2. In the place of C, 3. And in the place of A, 1. Remember, you can get 1 mark for just doing that substitution. Okay. So now let's start. We're going to get 1 here. So 3 times 1, that's 3, plus 2. First, just do that. 7 times 3, that's 21 plus 1. And now we can simplify. 3 plus 2, that's going to be 5. And the next one, it's going to be 22. And if I multiply that, I'm going to get 110. Okay, so that is how I do number 25. Now, if I go to the next one, number 2, let's start with 2, and we're going to start with b. So it's just one term, so it's negative 2p r to the power of 3. Again, put brackets around the variables. Rewrite everything and just clean the inside of the brackets. And then in the place of p, I put a 4. In the place of r, I put a 3. Now remember, you must, I'm going to underline it, you must first do that before you can start with this. So just rewrite it. And now 3 times 3 times 3, that's going to be 27. And now you can say negative 2 times 4 times 27. Remember, there's one negative sign, and that's multiplication. So it's an odd, so the sign will stay negative. And it's 216. And you can use a calculator. Okay. That's number B. Okay, let's make again space. And we're going to do number H. So it's 2p minus 3q minus 4r plus s. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So I must get 4 numbers. Okay, but let's first put brackets, 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 brackets. Rewrite everything and just clean the inside of that brackets. And now, in this step, I substitute. So I look, what is P? That's 4. What is Q? That's negative 2. What is R? That's 3. What is S? That's negative 5. Okay, so 2 times 4, what will that be? 8. Now, a negative times a negative. There's 2 negative signs, so it's an even number, so it's going to be positive 6. A negative 4 times 3, 1 negative sign, odd, so it's going to be a negative. 4 times 3, what is that going to be? It's going to be 12. And there is positive times negative, it's 1, so it's odd, so it's going to be negative. And remember, they stand for 1, so 1 times 5. And now I can just add 8 plus 6, that's 14, minus 12, so it's 2. So 2 minus 5, it's going to be negative 3. Okay. And then I'm going to do my next one. Let's just again make space, space, space. So that's going to be number M. So this is going to be negative 2p q plus r. So bracket, bracket, bracket. Now rewrite everything and just make that a big bracket, small one plus small one, big bracket. Now, in the place of P, look, what is P? P is 4. In the place of Q, negative 2. In the place of R, 3. Okay, so negative 2 times 4, there's no power, so I can multiply it. So it's negative 8. Then it's going to be negative 2 plus 3. And if I'm going to look at that, it's going to give me an answer of negative 8. 3 minus 2, that's 1. And if I multiply this, this is just going to be negative 8. Okay, we're going to tackle the last two. So if I look at number P, so it's a big bracket, 2P plus 3Q, bracket P minus Q. Remember, small bracket, small bracket, small, small. Rewrite, big bracket, 2. Clean the inside of the bracket. Clean. Big bracket, big bracket. Okay, now in the place of P, I will put 4. In the place of Q, negative 2. In the place of P, I will put 4. And in the place of Q, negative 2. And now I start. Okay, if I start simplifying this 2 times 4 is 8. Positive times a negative, it's just one negative, so it's odd, so it's negative 6. And this is 4, but look, this is negative times a negative. It's 2 negative signs, so it's even, so it's going to be positive. Remember, there's a 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And then if I simplify, 8 minus 6, that's 2. 4 plus 2, that is going to be 6. And then 2 times 6, that's going to give me an answer of 12. Okay. And now I'm just going to do the final. number m, number u. So it's s bracket p plus 3r. Okay, remember small bracket, small bracket, small bracket, small bracket. Okay, so let's start. Small bracket, big bracket. Small bracket plus 3, small bracket, big bracket 2, small bracket q. So in the place of s, it's negative 5. In the place of p, it's 4. In the place of r, it's 3. And in the place of q, it's negative 2. Okay, so let's start. This is just negative 5, but now this is just a 1. So I can say 4. And 3 times 3, that's going to be 9. But remember, there's a square. Remember, there's a negative 2. Okay, so let's just negative 5. Let's get the inside of this bracket. So the inside of this bracket, it's going to be 13. And I'm going to square. And remember, you cannot have a power. So you have to first do this. Just rewrite the rest. So it's negative 5, and now you're going to say 13 times 13 is 169, and it's negative 2. And now there's not powers anymore. You can say negative times a negative. There's 2, so it's an even number, so it will be positive. Then you just say 5 times 169 times 2. That's going to give you 1690. You do not have to write this. You can just write 1690.